We live in unprecedented times. With the advent of far overreaching big tech and state surveillance, along with the ability to make sense of vast quantities of data with AI, power is centralizing in unprecedented ways at scale. An unholy alliance between mass data collection and AI has formed. In the past decade, perhaps the most noteworthy example of the panoptic model has been Google Search. Think about all the insight gleaned about someone's innermost thoughts just from looking at their search history. With a new, more in-depth tool like ChatGPT, with far more sophistication, this problem only gets worse as users unknowingly reveal far too much about their inner dialogues. It is a privacy nightmare. Furthermore, these centralized LLMs and AI tools like ChatGPT present an unsettling censorship and denial of service risk. Imagine tethering your entire business model onto the productivity gains of a service that can only be provided to you from one source. This is happening every day, and unseen risk accumulating. Last but not least, most services in the fiat world overcharge based on usage. Services typically chain themselves to the monthly credit card charges in order to comply with the limitations of a system designed in the 1960s. Lightning represents a quantum leap in the field of micropayments that will obsolete this dinosaur of a system. We will look upon the credit card model much the same way we look at renting out time on mainframes. It's totally inefficient and arcane when compared to their agile and flexible modern counterparts in Lightning micropayments and cloud microservices respectively. The net effect is that the powers that be are holding hostage the productivity gains from AI and instead forcing you to accept a lower quality product with higher costs and spyware. What if there was a better way? What if we could render the panopticon blind? What if we could tear down the walls of the walled gardens and create a truly free market? Being able to exchange and broadcast information as we please on Nostr and exchange value at very low cost and high speed peer-to-peer on Lightning creates some remarkable opportunities. CASCDR and the data buffet NIP 105 protocol it runs on takes these tools and allows us to blind the panopticon and knock down the edifices of the walled gardens that steal value. Imagine being able to consume any service you want anonymously for a few cents or less, and having the flexibility to combine them in ways never before imagined. CASCDR creates an ecosystem where a free market of clever entrepreneurs can come along to lend you their ingenuity for a mere price of a few sats. Where other projects have tried and failed to create a robust and economically efficient system with guarantees for user privacy, CASCDR and data buffets have succeeded. How does NIP 105 work? First, the service provider publishes their offer as a note on Nostr specifying what are the inputs, what are the outputs, how much does it cost, and what is the URL of the HTTP endpoint. Then, clients can read those notes and select the offer that best matches their needs for price, reputation, and privacy considerations. Once the client finds what it needs, it simply pays the endpoint and receives the data, all out of band off of Nostr to preserve privacy. For the Bolt.Fun Hackathon, we have packaged together 5 distinct services, including an LLM, text-to-image generation, computer vision, voice-to-text transcription, and YouTube video extraction. Simply use a WebLN-enabled browser with the likes of Albi to pay for and use services anonymously. Each of these services is available for use on a single-use basis. In addition to the single-use use case, we also created numerous example workflows that showcase how services can synergize together, including using an LLM to generate a high-quality text-to-image prompt, then creating that image, using a YouTube data collection service to pull the video raw data, then passing that data on to a transcription service to get the transcript of the entire video, using image to text to ingest an image, then an LLM to take that image and reason about it to answer the question, how much could I sell this item for in Bitcoin? These workflows together provide a sneak peek of what's to come when we finally go live with the custom user-defined workflows. To demonstrate both the single-use and workflow use cases, we built our flagship client CASCDR from scratch during the hackathon in order to allow users to interact with each of these endpoints. If we win this hackathon, we plan on continuing this project and investing into taking our vision even further. We've laid the groundwork for much more innovation and value creation to come. In our 6th update, we submitted our proposal for how we will be designing an open source standard for clients to construct workflows and put them together from disparate API services into one pipeline such that it's completely arbitrary rather than static like in the examples shown. The system will make it possible to create custom workflows that are fully composable and that will leave the entrepreneurs and casual users alike to let their creativity flourish. We are creating a platform that encourages people to make useful things for others and collect value for providing that ingenuity. We plan on partnering with other projects in the space such as Start9 Labs or Voltage to make it possible to hook up the open source GitHub repos and API keys directly into their Lightning node to stack sats passively. Whether it's just using the API keys from OpenAI or developing their own custom-built LLMs, entrepreneurs will be able to stack sats for providing useful tools to buyers while also protecting their privacy. With all of this infrastructure built, we see ourselves fulfilling the role of a product like Zapier, with service integrations and workflows put on a Bitcoin standard with a totally open network on NIP 105. We likewise see the opportunity to be a hub, like Hugging Space, for AI innovation, collaboration, and curation that is completely freed from the chains of the fiat walled gardens. As a team, we are very proud of what we've been able to build so far. We thank the Bolt.Fun team and the community for the opportunity to share and discuss our work, as well as to the judges for taking their precious time to review our project. To our fellow builders, we salute you. We fervently believe that Bitcoin will change the world for the better. We are glad to do our small part in the experimentation discovery process. Sincerely, the CASCDR team.